most anticipated horror movie of the year, most anticipated horror movie of the decade for me. Weapons is finally out. Zachary Kreger's second horror movie, and I think third big screen movie. And once again, he doesn't know how to miss, in horror at least. With how great Barbarian was, I don't think anyone was surprised going into this that this movie was going to be a success. And not only a success uh, box office wise, it's going to be a success critically. This guy knows how to make a damn horror movie. To me, he's the best horror movie director we have right now. No one really is up to par with him. Closest we probably have is Robert Eggers. Some of his movies kind of fucking bore me to death. And Jordan Peele, who hasn't released a movie in I think 3 or 4 years. And guess what? Guess who wanted this movie? Jordan Peele wanted to be a producer of. He wanted to be the producer of this movie. He didn't get it, so he fired his whole team. Are you surprised? Have you seen this movie? Of course, I'd fire my whole fucking team too if I knew Zach Kreger was gonna get a movie and it was gonna be this good. This movie rocks. Only issue I have does not live up to the trailer. Can't say anyone's surprised if that's the same thought that they have. Me and my friend left the theater. First thing I said was, I think the trailer was too good. I think it lowered my rating of the movie. Maybe I'll have to rewatch it again later this year when I have the trailer out of my memory. But that trailer is maybe the best horror movie trailer I've ever seen. It's up there with Psycho. I love the Psycho movie trailer. But this is right there with it. And I think the trailer made this movie feel way more creepy than it actually was. Not that it's a bad thing, because when this movie's creepy, it's really damn creepy. It's just a few more scenes could have been creepy. Specifically, the damn intro. Intro was basically just a trailer, except this time, um, it doesn't feel as ominous. The trailer literally felt like you were watching a found footage horror movie or a found footage anything, like something off the black market. And the opening for this movie kind of felt like a movie opening. You get the little kid talking with the dialogue, and instead of like this eerie, creepy music, you get this pop rock type song playing. Can't really nail the genre, but it's kind of too upbeat. Uh, it just doesn't make you feel tense. And the trailer for this movie, which is the intro essentially, just makes you like clench your butt cheeks pretty damn hard. Um, but it doesn't matter because the rest of this movie has its creepy moments, and when it's not creepy, it's just amazing at world building. The characters are all amazing, and maybe I'm a little happy Pedro Pascal didn't get or he didn't end up doing this movie because according to Zach Kreger, it kind of flipped the whole casting for this movie upside down, and they wanted a whole new group because they wanted a group specifically for Pedro Pascal, and I don't know if he was supposed to play Josh Brolin's character or Julia Garner's character, like he was supposed to be the teacher, but it worked out because Julia Gardner's fabulous as Justine. Uh, she is amazing in every single section she's in. This movie's split into sections, similar to Barbarian, except this time, when a new section comes into film, instead of it just being a transition into a new period, it's just a straight title card with the character's name. And when you get the character's name, you follow them for 20, 20 minutes, I want to say. There's 5 sections, if I'm remembering correctly. There is Julia Garner's Justine section. There's Josh Brolin's. Uh oh. I'll remember later. Josh Brolin's section is the cop, or not the cop. Oh my god, the dad. And you get the Paul section for the cop. You get the homeless dude section, which I can't remember, unfortunately. And I think you get a Benedict Wong section. Yeah, I think you do. And then you ended off with an Alex section, which puts the whole movie together. And I don't like it as much as how Barbarian did it. I think Barbarians felt more smooth. Um, it didn't feel like it was jumping back and forth between time. Obviously, you get the flashback to the '60s or however long it was in Barbarian, but um, it doesn't feel like you're jumping back 10 minutes from the movie and then going back forward another 20 minutes. So yeah, and I think the sections are all nice. Like I said, Julia Garner as Justine is awesome, and her section is very fun. The scene with the town hall type meeting at the school, and you get introduced to Josh Brolin's character Archer, is so great. And you get to learn about how she had a very sketchy past, especially with her old school, and she was fired from her old school and everything. But it wasn't for anything weird. She just had, well, like, it's pretty weird. She had sex with another faculty member in the school apparently, but nothing weird with the kids, which is cool. And she's a very loving teacher, and despite this, people are still pissed at her specifically. And then we get to Josh Brolin's character, which I remembered. It's Archer. He has the best section in this entire movie. And if this movie was longer, which I kind of wish it was, despite feeling very, very long in the 2 hours it is, this movie feels like you're getting so much out of it with only 2 hours, which is amazing. But I do wish it was 30 minutes longer, just for Josh Brolin's section. I like the detective work. I love detective-y shit in movies, and the way Archer is able to figure things out on the map is amazing. And I kind of wish we got him going through the woods and everything, but we don't. But we kind of get it towards the end with him and Justine during Alex's section, which was, like I said, the Alex section was a perfect build up to everything coming together. You get Paul and the junkie guy at the house. You get Alex, of course, and his whole backstory, which was so great. And something this movie does that I was kind of upset about that no one online has mentioned, or even in my theater, everyone was kind of confused at it. This movie is clearly a type of metaphor for school shootings, and I think it does it very well. And the gun over the building scene is very, very weird. I completely get that, but it's obvious and it makes sense, and for some reason, no one gets it, and I don't know why. The movie is called Weapons. Why the fuck would it be called Weapons with no weapons in the movie? I don't know. The gun was a bit goofy looking, but people somehow don't understand what this movie is. And I feel like that was his way of like, hello, this is a movie about school shootings and everything. Get your mind into this world. And I don't think anyone. It's just a horror movie to them, and that's fine. That's fine. But uh, Jack Kreger does an amazing job at um, showing the impact of school shootings in the real world. And yeah, um, sorry. Let me go back to the movie itself. This movie is amazing. The the kills in this movie are phenomenal. The gore, the way Benedict Wong's character chokes and pukes all over his husband and smashes his head into his head is fucking sick looking. And uh the final fight scene in Alex's house is great. You get Paul and the junkie attacking Julia Gardner and Josh Brolin, and it's so fucking amazing. And the 17 kids who went missing get broken from the spell, and you get this hilarious chasing where they're all chasing Amy Madigan's character, who is maybe the coolest villain this decade. Uh, Definitely in horror movies. I'll have to go back and think about actual movies, but as a villain, she is fucking insane and she looks creepy as shit. And I wish we got more scenes of her. Like every time she appeared on screen, even if it was for a split second, she creeps you the fuck out. She has like this weird clown look when she's not in this horrendous, ugly form, where she's trying to heal her body back up. She's in the woods, she looks creepy. She's in uh, Archer's bed during his dream, she looks creepy. She's in Julia Gardner's roof while she's dreaming, it's creepy. And the last creepy scene you get of her is in the basement with the 17 kids, and Josh Brolin's looking for his son Matthew, and he pans over with his iPhone light, and it's her like hurtled over, and she looks like a gremlin, and she attacks, and it's so fucking creepy, and I love her. I don't love her character, but God, she's fucking sick. I love Amy Madigan. She did amazing as Medeus. Ugh, sorry, butchering that probably. Am I remembering it correctly? No, Gladys. Gladys. Sorry, I was looking at movies and I saw a Medea Homecoming. I think I mixed the two. Gladys. And we also get this doesn't have to do with the movie, but we do get Justin Long for like a split second, and so many in people theater went, "Holy shit, that's the guy from Barbarian." It's like, yeah, Justin Long is a fucking horror icon. I hope he's in like every Zach Cregger movie. Zach Cregger was kind of hinting that apparently this universe is connected. I can't remember Justin Long's character's name in Barbarian, but if it is Gary, then this is insane. Because this would be hell if someone had to live on this earth. Um, man, yeah, this movie is amazing. Shout out Zach Cregger. Let's get to the rating. So originally, when I was rating this movie and reviewing it after I finished it, I gave it an 8 out of 10. But I think it's just my bias or towards how good the trailer was, and the trailer's probably like a 20 out of 10. But this movie is still phenomenal. Is it perfect? Like I said earlier, no. But I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. Zach Cregger is a horror fucking genius. His work in Barbarian is my favorite work of horror this decade, and his work in Weapons is fucking phenomenal. And I can't wait to see him in more. I can't wait for Resident Evil. I don't even like Resident Evil. Um, his Batman script he has submitted sounds amazing, where it's a henchman movie, and Joker and Harley are just background characters. I love you, Zach Cregger. You are a genius. I hope you succeed. And you, I hope when I'm 60, we look back at you like how we look back at, like David Cronenberg, for example, where it may not be the most popular movie every year, but as time goes on, everyone's gonna love your work, and you are gonna be that guy for our generation. Thank you, Zach Cregger. Another phenomenal movie. That is Weapons.